Hello, my name is Carlos Teixeira. I'm the head chef of the restaurant at Herdade do Esporao. I'm here to suggest a dish to go with our wines. I recommend to start in the day before of the dish to do the pork chop with some marinade. We here use the red pepper paste, cover the pork chops with that red pepper and goes to the fridge for 24 hours. So the next day, I recommend to use leftover bread for 3-4 days. It's better for this recipe. You can cut it in small cubes, basically, with olive oil and goes to the oven until it gets like a croutons, just crunchy. Cut it down the bottom part of the asparagus because it's a little bit more fibrous. The rest of the asparagus we're going to peel a little bit just to take it out the out part of the skin. We're going to do the stock with those parts. You save some asparagus for doing a salad and the rest you can blanch them. So basically it's just hot water with salt. When it's boiling, you put the asparagus in for 10 seconds, take it out, goes straight to cold water so it gets cold and stops cooking. The rest we're going to do the stock, put the bottom parts of the asparagus and the peels, sweat down a little bit also, cover up with water and let it simmer for 10 minutes. You can take it out from the stove, you blend it down with the hand blender, and after you can sieve it and you just want the stock, the water, all the flavors are on the liquid. And we're going to start doing our pork chop. So we can start with a little bit of pork fat, warm it up a little bit. You can put a little bit of the cured lard, let it melt, put the pork chop and let it sizzle from both sides until it gets a little bit caramelization and let it cook. So let's start cooking the migas with the fat on the saute of the pork chop. We're going to put a little bit more of the cured lard in small cubes, let it melt, and then we're going to start to put toasted bread we toasted before. Let it cook it down a little bit and we're going to add the asparagus stock. Smash it down to break down all the bread and get all together in the same consistent, like a paste or a puree kind of style. Let it dry up in the saute to fry a little bit. When you're almost done through the migas, we're going to add the asparagus and mix everything together. Try to push it down to the side of the pan to give you that crispy on the bottom. So to finish up, we have a dish, we put the migas down, we can use the saute to help put it on the dish. Then we slice it down the pork chop very nicely. All the sauce that from the fatness and the red pepper paste, we're gonna use it to drizzle on top of the meat. And we're going to finish with our salad of asparagus and orange on top of the migas to give you some crunchy freshness, acidity to cut the fatness. So the wines we suggest for this dish is a red and white wines. In this case we have Esporao Reserve White 2019, very balanced, a part of the blend fermented on oak barrels and has a really nice notes of orange blossom and citrus that is going to pair really well with the citrus on the dish. The red case we have a Subiu from Quinta dos Mursas 2017. It's a very fresh and elegant and has a really nice acidity that's going to match really well with the fatness on the dish.